Hello again. A little bit of blue sky. Lovely. Up on the Polly Steps direction today. Let's crack on. Still supposed to be having the trees done today. He rang up last night and said that he was rained off the job he was doing yesterday, so he's got to go and finish that first. So instead of starting at 8 o'clock in the morning, he's going to be here around lunchtime. But that's okay. It's all good. At least he's coming. That constant jam of traffic appears to have eased now. I think they got rid of those temporary traffic lights or they finished what they were doing, so that's good. Still standing, checking on that pillar that was all fenced off. Oh look, they're doing something. There we go. Train number 1, oh yes. And we made it to Polly Steps. Nice, calm and peaceful after Storm Babette. Looks like I might be able to make it to the secret tunnel. Not going to do a Sheldon though, because of the tree man possibly turning up, but might try and get through and film some of the carnage that's going on in Bitton Park Road, where the Tesco's forecourt is closed and the car park is closed, but the store is still open. And everyone is apparently trying to turn in First Avenue and having accidents, etc. Window Rose, safe and sound, all's good in the world. There's a pontoon. Right, let's go. Well, I don't think those dogs like me very much. Right, can we make it? Let's hope so. Well, I made it. Got another dog on this side to contend with now. Here we go. Heading up to my right today, meaning the opposite way to Sheldon Bridge. Right there in the centre is the TV mast, as was. Quick view of the rugby pitch. And here we go, Bitton Park Road, heading down towards Tesco's on the left, where they have apparently closed the forecourt and the petrol, but the shop is still open. There we go, fences up. Some work being done on the roof up there. They have indeed closed off the entrance to the car park. There we go, another one bites the dust. They've been going for however long. Used to be computers and gadgets and tech, all gone. So not much really to film at Tesco's, to be honest. Not a terrible lot of stuff going on. You'd have read on Facebook about it yesterday. You think it was like some sort of national emergency down here with all these cars constantly crashing into each other. But no, just a closed off forecourt. Nothing to report home about, I'm afraid. And into Bitton Park. At least I'm getting some steps in for my curry night. It's all good. Now pre-COVID, used to have my curry from there, Golden Crown, which is absolutely lovely food, can't fault it. However, too expensive to get it delivered, and I'm not walking or driving last thing at night. Plus, they do a lot bigger portions as well, meaning that you might feel you ended up wasting some. Bitton House from Bitton Park, all the rich flowers in front of it, no longer there. That's just the time of the year. And there's our other bowling green. Lovely. Quick shot of the cannons. Whee! Of course, mustn't miss a quick shot of the tea enthusiast's doorway with his pint of milk and his cup of tea. Lovely. Now I was thinking to myself, the road looks a lot clearer today, and I believe these cars are right up on the pavement on this side now to allow emergency people to go through. Obviously blocking the pavement completely for people to walk, but that's up to them. It's all good. At least you can walk down the centre quite nicely. Quick shot of the crane. And there we go, we just loop round back to the entrance to the docks, which is how we get to Polly Steps. Let's go and see what's happening at the Fish Quay. Quay Road car park, car payments only, looking pretty busy. Little bird there. Hello little bird. And here we are, down on the beach at the Fish Quay. Again, nice and peaceful. Lovely. Here we go. This quay here, where I am now, is going to come into play in the then and now in a minute. Because going to go over there, stand on the corner there of that dock, just there, look back at where I am now, and get you a shot of this before they added all this in, and it was the original steps down the side, I think, before they modernised this part anyway. So here we go, very similar looking photo, but again, before they modernised this, just as they were starting it, you can see over there the original steps underneath the metal part. They'll appear in the photo. Anyway, here we go, info on the pic. So that was the Fish Quay for modernisation. We've got some quite dark clouds appearing. I do hope this isn't rain. So I'll mess up my tree people in the afternoon as well. Oh, it's getting darker by the minute. Really is. Probably doesn't show up too much on the phone because the phone does of course brighten up the picture to make it look a bit more cheerful. But yes, quite dark all of a sudden. Spooky. But then again, it is nearly Halloween. Maybe those are pumpkins in disguise. There's those stones again, where the beach has gone down. We're off for a slight diversion to use the facilities, shall we say. We find ourselves below the Point car park, next to Knick Knack Noodles, which I believe is now closed down for the season. LJ's Beach Shack. And the Blue Hut, which I believe is also closing for the season. LJ's is going to keep going, I believe, throughout the winter. And there's the ferry, turning round, headed back off to Shoulden. Those stars there, put into the ground, just up by the Blue Hut. Never noticed those before. First time for everything. Well, they built that brick hut quickly. They barely started on it the other day and they're nearly finished. And here we are, we're on to the end of the point, where we have virtually no sand. The 1930s harbour wall on display. Destruction of this beach hut here, or at least the balcony part of it. And well, they put some tape up, that's going to help. There's that one there. And there's the harbour wall. So it looks very different down here. Very different indeed. Like a different place entirely. If you want the nest, I wouldn't even think I was in Timor. Of course it will be all covered back up by sand soon enough, but interesting to see it while it's visible. There you go, a couple of my subscribers had a nice chat. I said I'd get a shot of them as they wandered off into the distance. Bit of anonymity for them, but that's fine. So anyway, they know I'm doing that. Now she reminded me that part of the Normal Wisdom film that we cut to from time to time, there's a little clip at the den where he gets his bike taken off him by some young children, and she said she came down from school and watched them filming that, and I said yes, I've been meaning to do that bit for ages, but I just never got round to it. So by filming her now and meeting her now and talking this now and putting this in the video, I committed myself to actually digging out that little bit of footage and doing it for you. Children's scooter park is good and active, completely full of kids on scooters. So it's drained out and most of the sand's gone. Nobody use it again, which is great. Obviously didn't film it, but just letting you know, it's back to normal. That's what we like, back to normal. Obviously they're starting repair on the wall. They've lined up the slabs that they need. There's some banging going on behind that wooden section. So all good indeed. Captain's tables, bereft of umbrellas. That's the first time I've seen it. They must be taking them away because some have got the poles, some haven't got the poles now. So they must be taking them away for the winter. And although you probably can't hear it, the wind is indeed starting to pick up now. Making it a bit chilly for shorts. Quick glance around the den area. Going to do you a mini now then, again, in featuring these toilets again. I always seem to come into it, don't they? But they're very recognisable. Anyway, so not the most exciting of all shots, and only from a couple of years ago, but it shows what's behind the fence. Here you go. So that's here, behind the fence, a couple of years ago, when they knocked it all down and before they put the fence up. I'm going to pop over to the Co-op now. A few bits and pieces. Co-op done. Big bag on arm though, so lack of filming from now on. Checking on the subway. Progress is being made. It's now blue around the edge here and on the top, and that red extends all the way along, and the other side will be painted blue. Could it be a red, white and blue theme? One can only hope. Lovely. Definitely some progress from last time. So they're only doing it on a Saturday, I believe, and it's just volunteers. But yes, when I've got a few of these and it's all finished, I'll put this together in a separate little video. And there we go, right back where I started from. Looks like it is going to rain. It's starting to spit now, so may or may not have the trees done this afternoon. I will fill you in tomorrow, if you care to join me on tomorrow's walk, that is. Take care. Bye.